Not a great start to this mini two-game set against the Philadelphia Phillies in Philly. Alek Manoah gets the ball for the Blue Jays. Aaron Nola gets the ball for the Phils. And there's a few stories to this game today. One, it felt like all night long Alek Manoah was basically pitching behind hitters all the time. A lot of ball ones, a lot of 2-1 counts, 1-0s, 3-1s. It felt like that all night long, really, and he was battling, which is fine, but he wasn't great. And obviously, Aaron Nola, who went 6 innings, a 2-run ball, was significantly better. And it goes back to the storylines we've talked about over the last few weeks, is starting pitching. What are they going to give you? Alek Manoah's line today, 4 2/3, only allowed 4 hits, but 3 runs, all were earned, 1 strikeout, and he walked 4. It's been a story of the season. The inability to throw strikes. It's been there all year long, and only 1 strikeout over 4 2/3. It's not great. It really isn't. Aaron Nola, like I mentioned, 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, had 6 Ks and walked 2. He was significantly better, and the Jays lose this one 8-4 to the Phillies. There are 3 ways to win a ball game, right? 3 keys that you look at. Pitching, defense, timely hits. So what did the Blue Jays get today? Defensively, either there were a few plays that I scratched my head on. Santiago Espinal not coming out throwing to the plate with Brandon Marsh going home. And another Espinal play where I think he threw it to the wrong base. It was just a couple plays where I'm like, not great. But again, shouldn't kill you. What'd you get from Alek Manoah today? Well, we just talked about it. It wasn't very good. And when you're playing a lineup in Philly that is very good, very, very good, even without Rhys Hoskins, that lineup is very dangerous. And you give them a base runner? Yeah, it's tough. Without even throwing a ball to the plate, that's going to hurt you. You were down 2-1. Brandon Marsh has a full count pitch. Alek Manoah gets a time violation, and it puts Brandon Marsh on. I think he then gets another out, and then Trey Turner hits a single, but Brandon Marsh was moving in the play, so he actually comes around to score. That was the Espinal play where he didn't know to throw home until he looked home and realized, oh, he's going home, I'll throw it now, and it was too late and off the mark. So, if you're Alek Manoah, you're not only not finding your command, and you're not throwing strikes. The time clock is screwing with you a bit, because you gave a base runner on one, and that's going to come back and haunt you. Good offensive ball clubs like Philadelphia will find a way to beat you if you make mistakes. Also, let's fast forward to the bullpen situation, because the Jays fans love to rip John Schneider for it. And you know what? The trust tree is so small. How can you blame Schneider? He's got to try someone, all right? Tim Mesa goes out there. I thought he was all right. Ends up going, 2/3 of an inning, allows 1 hit, 1 run. And Nate Pearson goes out there because Jays fans, we need to see if this guy can pitch in any sort of leverage situation. Goes 1/3 of an inning. It was a guy at third and 1 out. He comes into it in a 1-run ball game. Definitely a leverage situation. Gets the fly out from Real Muto. Runs score on the play, which sucks, but he got 2 out. Then he can't get another out. And a run comes in on him. That's tough. And then you bring in Trevor Richards. And sure, the line for Trevor Richards looks awful. But he actually goes an inning and a third scoreless. And really good. And then Schneider puts him out there for the 9th. And I'm thinking, the bottom of the 8th. And I'm thinking, okay. You have Swanson and Romano available. You had an off day yesterday, you have an off day Thursday, so okay. Richards is feeling it. Fine, so be it. And I'm okay with it. However, with a guy like Trevor Richards, who, let's be honest, isn't fully in this trust tree zone, you need to have someone ready. Now, I was not available to watch this part of the game, so you guys may be able to answer these questions. But from when Eric Swanson entered this game, that tells me there was nobody getting up in the bullpen at that time of the start of the inning, which baffles me. Sure, Richards, he's done great so far, maybe pitch counts low. It's still Trevor Richards, a guy who was unplayable last year, who throws literally one pitch, changeup. Sure, he's got the fastball, but it ain't great. And he's gone an inning in the third scoreless. That's fantastic. But you have to have someone ready. And again, I'll mention it. You have these two guys available, Swanson, Romano. And it's a one-run ball game. And when does Swanson enter this ball game? Bases loaded, nobody out. So, again, I didn't watch this portion of the game. You guys may be able to answer this. But Eric Swanson must not have been getting up and ready until the first base runner reached. Or, somewhat through the first batter. Because there's no way that John Schneider's like, 2 on, nobody out for Richards. Leave him in there. There's no, after an inning and a third scoreless, and he's now let on the 2 base. You cannot say that was true. If you're John Schneider, you have to have somebody ready at the start of the inning. The moment a base runner reaches, bang, you yank him, you bring in your high leverage dude to lock this thing down. I don't disagree with him going back out there. I don't disagree with Swanson coming in. But not having him ready was a big issue. And it led to them scoring 4 runs. No, excuse me. How many runs did they score? It was 3? Yeah, 3 in the bottom of the 8th inning to break the game open and make it an 8-4 game. And it was over. Done. Kaput. You didn't even give your top of the 9th opportunity to even really matter at that point. That's my one gripe with John Schneider, because I don't know how you don't have anybody warming up at that point, and you allow Richards to face 3 guys in the 8th. I just don't get it. However, I will say the trust tree is very small. Swanson, Romano, you could throw in Tim Mesa into that mix if you want. Other than that, who do you trust? Adam Simber's been hurt. He was reliable last year. Zach Pop in minimal time last year, reliable, hurt. Jimmy Garcia, not good. You throw all these names out there. They have not been good this year. It's pretty obvious. Now, quickly, offensively, what did the team give you? Not much. Bo Bichette hit an RBI double in the 3rd inning. You had a solo shot in the 6th inning, and you thought maybe the Blue Jays can mount something here. I think they had 1st and 3rd, 1 out here. Can't get it done. Brandon Belt's looking at 2 curveballs in the outer half. I don't get it, how he's looking at those pitches. I understand they're borderline. With 2 strikes, you can't take a pitch. And he strikes out. They end up not getting nothing out of the inning. You go to the top of the 7th inning. You have bases loaded, 1 out. And all you get is a hit by pitch from Matt Chapman, and that's all you get. Or, sorry, no, they must have got something. Oh, yeah, it was on the stupid error. That was again, good teams capitalized. Didn't capitalize on the error with him throwing to first and Dominguez not knowing what the hell's going on, and they hitting him right in the chest or in the head or whatever the hell it hit him. That scored a run. You ended up blowing the bases. You had a hit by pitch of Chapman. You had the bases loaded still. And I think it was with 2 out, I believe. And they pinch hit Springer for Varsho. I do agree with that. Varsho lefty, don't feel great about it. Varsho lefty with velocity, don't like it. Varsho velocity, in this big spot, it didn't feel right. So they bring in George Springer. He strikes out. Not great. They couldn't get it done in the big moments. They had 1st and 3rd, 1 out, bases loaded. They had opportunities. They just couldn't get any offense going at all. And those big moments, I've said in videos past, and I'm going to end it off with this. I don't even want to look at the stats. You get one opportunity late in a game to break a game open, to tie a game, to take a lead, whatever. If you don't capitalize on that, you probably lose that game. That bases loaded situation, you had 2 opportunities. In the 6th and the 7th, you didn't fully capitalize, and you lost. Plain and simple. All right? I'll quickly touch on the stats real quick. We already did the pitching staff. So offensively, Bo Bichette had a great day, 2 for 5. Obviously, we talked about how he did. Kevin Kiermaier went 2 for 4 with a couple runs scored. He did great, but everyone else, team overall only had 7 hits, 10 Ks, walked twice. You didn't get much. Now, tomorrow, the finale of the series, Zach Wheeler gets the ball for the Philadelphia Phillies, and the Wizard of Goz, Kevin Gausman, gets the ball, and he needs to be much better than he was against the Red Sox. Red Sox? Red Sox. He needs to be much better, and if the Jays go out there and they split this set, we're looking at it as a 1 game under 500 road trip, considering how it started. it wouldn't be terrible. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video, and definitely not the game today because it was quite frustrating, smack the like button. I do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button if you guys are not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game for the Toronto Blue Jays? Twitter and Instagram links and Discord and TikTok links are down below as well, so follow up there if you guys have not done so already. And I will talk to you guys. Leafs Edition could be the last one of the year. Hopefully it's not, but we'll see. Tomorrow night, Leafs Edition, Game 4 between the Leafs and Panthers. Leafs looking to just play another game. That's really what it is at this point. See if they do it tomorrow night. We'll see. As for the Blue Jays, they're in action tomorrow night for the finale of this 2-game set against the Phils in Phillies. I think there's a 4:10 first pitch. Zach Wheeler, Kevin Gausman is a pitching matchup there. Looking to split this, heading home. All right, so thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and not to the game today. We'll talk to you guys then.